Welcome to another episode of the Scamly Podcast. Today is real interesting. We got the beautiful, the one and only Promise Dior. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
It's good.
So usually I tell my guests, people want to know where you come from, but we're gonna start off and just let me know how you feeling right now.
I'm actually feeling good. Today was a pretty decent day. A little off schedule, but that ain't shit.
Ain't no pressure. Ain't no pressure. So just we know Promise the Body. We know who Promise Dior. Let us know who Promise the Woman is.
um, I would say I'm pretty much for the most part chill, laid back, vibey, all at the same time. I'm a Leo, so Leos are with the
What
vibes.
month are the Leos?
August,
August.
fire signs. We run this shit.
So are you based in Indianapolis? Like, are you from Indianapolis?
Yes, I'm from Indianapolis,
What side you from?
East Side.
Go ahead,
W-
rep it. East
East
side.
side where the motherfucking grass is green, the air is clean.
Not a quick question. Do you
East
have
side.
family on the west side?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Lots of family on the west side. My daddy's whole family is practically the whole west side.
Okay. So what school did you go to?
I went to Warren.
Warren.
Yep.
What year you came out?
2014.
2014? Yeah, you're a year under me.
Yep.
Okay, so when you was in school, what was one of the things that you always wanted to do when you grew up?
I wanted to actually go to a HBCU. I wanted to be a Delta. I wanted to be married with kids. I just wanted to live a totally different life than the life that I live. But it's a part of my story, so the way I am today is cool.
I mean, every story can always like have a different ending. It's a lot of stuff that I feel like me personally could be doing better, but we are where we are for a reason. So don't worry about that. Do you have nieces and nephews?
I do.
Are you the only child, or you have
No,
siblings?
I have siblings. I'm the youngest
You
though.
the youngest.
Yep.
So growing up in on the east side of Indianapolis,
hmm
let us know about that. Like, what did you do as a kid? Hobbies, sports. Did you play sports?
yes, I
Did
did play
Promise play the
sports.
sports? Let us know.
Absolutely. I was a hooper, played basketball, AAU, I ran track. I was pretty active as a kid. Growing up on the east side was fun. So the east side is like literally the funnest side of town for a kid to grow up on. Like we done everything, we had everything. It was fun. Like everybody's like, the east side, like they just look at it like it's just like a horror movie or a ghost town, but it's really fun. Like I
Nah,
wouldn't change it.
come from East Chicago. When I moved out here, people always told me that the East Side was very interesting. That it's definitely very family oriented, hood oriented,
Yes.
and usually gotta be on alert over there.
Yeah, you do. But I mean, I feel like,
I mean, that's home.
anything can
That's
happen
home. So
anywhere. Yeah, the east side is just home. I live it out east side. And I feel like the east side breeds great people, man and woman, honestly.
one more thing I want to ask you too. Not so much growing up, but just your adult life. Everybody has a year they feel like, man, I wish we go back to this year. This year was so lit. What was one of your favorite years as an adult
2016.
that was lit? Let's get into
26
it.
2016 was a good year and 2021 was too. I mean, I don't know. 2016 was like my young out of high school, super early 20s and then teens year. So it was fun. It was lit. It was a good time. But 2021 made me a thousandaire. So I don't know. Like heavy thousandaire.
Nah. People know that follow me. I tell people all the time, I never had no real money until the pandemic came. Like when the pandemic came, I never seen 100,000 no shit like that. Like it was a renaissance for everybody just really getting their bag.
Absolutely.
Um, so let's get into the pandemic. What do you think? What do you think changed the most about you, or what do you think you seen the most changes in the city when the pandemic came?
I feel like the pandemic changed a lot. Like I gotta stay transparent with my answer because it was just like a time to be alive. But I mean, I don't know. It was a lot of money. You seen a lot of different faces that you didn't see that weren't too familiar. I feel like it changed me as a person. It kind of like grew me up,
For
because
sure,
there was so
for
much
sure.
going on and so much was changing. You had to adapt and manage money different, manage friendships different.
For
So
sure.
it was just a time to be alive.
Man, the strip clubs used to go up during the pandemic. We gonna get into a little bit of that. So, my question is, as far as the club scene where I met you at, what's one of your favorite moments? We're not even gonna do honest. What's one of your favorite moments working as an exotic dancer?
Um, the strip club scene is honestly a blur. Sometimes it's like literally I remember nights, I didn't remember nights. Like that's just the whole blueprint. Like it's just that's what it is. So I done had some good times. I done had some, terrible times. Like sometimes times were too good that it made shit bad. Like
Times Too Good made you comfortable.
yeah,
It does, it
absolutely.
does. You get used to a certain amount of money, and then once that goes away, things feel a little rocky. But
Absolutely.
one thing that I always noticed about you, there's a few other girls that I say, I feel like when I see you in a club, you never really had to really do too much. I feel like people gravitate to you. Like your body is amazing. Like
Thank
I've
you.
told you off the camera, and I can say it on camera too, that you definitely have like one of the top 3 bodies in the city for sure.
Thank you.
So what kind of advice would you give to uh a girl that's in this business, but you think she may just be doing it too, trying too hard, or kind of like, just give some advice to someone in this industry that wants to get to a position where, you know,
I
they're
feel like the girls who are transitioning into the strip club life, or leaning more towards, being a self-made hustler, I think that you have to stay mindful of the company in the club and that'll make a major difference. If you fuck with people in a club, I'm speaking in reference to like the girls that we work with. If you fuck with good, real rounded dancers rather than the ones who fucking all the niggas drunk, like blackout drunk, smoking weed, popping pills. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people geared towards that you just so that they can maintain, you know what I'm saying, and stay, afloat in a club. But I do not feel like that's the way to go. Like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do none of that shit. You gotta stay on your P's and Q's in the
for sure,
industry. It's the jungle, you know what I'm saying? You gotta
for sure,
survive in the jungle. So I would say surround yourself with headstrong people and you also got to stay headstrong, and I also feel like you cannot get sucked up into the lifestyle
for sure.
or used up, you know what I'm saying? Like if you can come in the club and toss a couple dollars at a bitch and you can take her home with you, them they don't last.
So what separates you and your friends? Because of course I know you have good friends that work in that business as well. What do you think separates you from every other dancer that you come across? Like what just separates you? Like I'm not like them at all.
Probably I would say my mindset, and I would also like I have a hustler mentality all around. Like I'm going to go get me some money, like regardless. And some girls aren't headstrong, and I'm also different because it's just like I'm me and they're them. Like I'm a it girl. And I'm not saying there's not other it girls in the club, but I mean you gotta like stand for you and stand for yourself and believe in
For
you.
sure.
And that's what's gonna help you take off. Like it's some motherfuckers that'll just be sitting ducks in the club, like and they
For
got
sure.
potential, you know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? But they ain't putting it or they ain't
For
applying it.
sure.
So
That's why I asked because we go to clubs a lot and we see a lot of girls who may make a couple hundred a day. Then we got girls like you that make see a couple thousand a day. It's levels. It's levels. So I'm glad you were able to elaborate on that. So
absolutely.
let's get into it, man. Favorite Club Onyx moment. We all
Favorite
miss
club.
Club Onyx, so what's a favorite moment?
I had way too many Club Onyx moments. Like me and my bitches dinner was Onyx, so I can't even
Y'all was.
pinpoint
Y'all
one.
was.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like
I could definitely see on camera. I could definitely say that, like you and a couple other girls, y'all definitely held the place down, held it
yeah.
down for the city. Question:
Mhm.
what was your favorite rapper, artist, favorite celebrity that ever came to Onyx? Like they just flooded it.
Damn. You know what's crazy? On them event nights, the money will be so many places that you really didn't even give too much of a fuck about the celebrity. Like me and my friends, 9 times out of 10 got into the sections of the celebrities.
Y'all
Like
the baddest in the club,
yes, majority of the time. But it'll be times where like me and my dance partner, we'll be like, bitch, we about to hit the ground running because we know the niggas that's on the floor. You know what I'm saying? This is our city. So we can run up 5,000, 4,000 on the floor and yeah.
nah, look, so we get into it.
Okay.
So I want to ask you this:
Hmm.
what would you tell? Because we're gonna clip all of this.
Okay.
What would you tell a girl that's looking at this right now, looking at Promise right now? What would you tell her that she need to change up in order to get that big money in the club? Like, what would is it a mindset? Is it an investment? Should women invest in their bodies? Is that something that women should really take serious? And if we are investing in our bodies, should you go all the way? Should you be cheap with it? Let's go.
I think that investing in your body is a big deal. I do think, like shit. I had surgery before Onyx. Like when I decided I was gonna work at Sunset or whatever, I went and got surgery before I even started dancing. Like, but some bitches aren't able to. You know, they got to get in a club, get them some money, then
No,
get
for
their body.
sure, for
So
sure.
I had a body before I even hit the scene, but I added to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go get my teeth done. I'm gonna go you know what I'm saying, get a breast lift. I'm gonna go get a nip and tuck here and there. I'm gonna keep myself together just so that I could stay looking like something. You don't wanna look average.
I definitely say you definitely hold that title very well, the body for sure.
Thank you.
Um, I feel like I say, even with the stuff I do, podcasts and just everything is an investment. You always gotta invest in yourself. You always gotta put money into yourself. You can't make money without putting money forward. So yeah, that's definitely dope.
Absolutely.
Um, I asked Beauty Hunters this before too. Shout out Beauty Hunters. When was the last time that you felt like you had to make a change?
I would say when the pandemic was coming to an end. You gotta adjust, you gotta adapt. I mean, real hustlers, they gon' like a nigga once said, like, you gonna see who really the real hustlers and who really was putting that shit up when this pandemic shit over. And he was for
Talk to him.
real. You
Talk
know what
to
I'm
him.
saying?
Talk
Like,
to him, promise.
if bitches like Onyx clothes, you know what I'm saying? Like dead smack.
Motivate him.
Like
Motivate him.
if bitches was having to run, fly to all the other clubs trying to get their foot in the door and they didn't have shit to, you know what I'm saying, sit on and try to wait and, manage some things, then you gotta like literally sit down and put a plan together. Like this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do, this is how I'm gonna do this.
No,
Like
for
a
sure.
lot of bitches couldn't do that. They wasn't putting money up. So my main advice, I would say, invest in yourself, put you some money up, you know what I'm saying? And just because everybody else doing shit like buying this, doing that, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. You gotta have your own lane and your own story. Of course, we all want to look nice. We all want to have the latest shit, but you gotta literally have something to fall back on. Like when Onyx closed, a lot of bitches had designer bags and Balenciagas and all types of shit, but they ain't had no change or no cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like put that
I
shit
love
up.
it. I love it.
So that's my main advice, and that's what I had to change. I had to change my whole lifestyle. You gotta adjust from being in a strip club to this shit getting taken away. It wasn't no,
And a lot
oh,
of people felt like that the pandemic was going to go on forever. People thought Corona was going to be here forever. We're going to get unemployment forever, SBA loans forever.
mm-hmm,
But you was able to be smart enough to say, hold on, let me get in here, let me make these racks, put these racks up for a rainy day.
absolutely.
I got a segment that I just started. It's called Home Run.
Hmm.
So we got a lot of men that watch our channel that are fans of you. A lot of men are fans of you. I'm a fan of you.
Thank you.
So we want to see. So basically, how it works is home run. We got three bases. So we got first base, second base, and the third base. So first base is minimum. Second base is what do I call it? Second base is more of a major thing. Third base is bossed up, and of course you got the home run. So if a man wanted to hit a home run with promise, what is some things that you would consider the bare minimum that in your books, what would you consider the bare minimum if a man wants to touch second base with you?
And
First base with you, sorry.
um, what would be the bare minimum? Are you asking like
Just the
for?
introduction. We met, okay. I'm feeling you. Let's just see how it's going. What do you consider to be first base? Like, okay, that's a little nice little things you're doing. It's not bossed up, it's nothing major, but just something to kind of keep you around and keep things flowing. What's something just the bare minimum? People have levels. Your bare
Um,
minimum could be somebody else's maximum. So
I just feel like dating with someone, or if you want to reach out to a woman and you want to, you know, take her somewhere, do something. I just feel like you should at least. I don't know. That's a hard question because it just depends upon the.
okay, so what do you let's help you a little bit. What would you consider like if a man is watching this and he wants to, talk to you and get in your DMs, what would you consider like this the bare minimum? You gotta at least, if you coming to me, you gotta at least come with
I
this.
just feel like that I should just be dated correctly overall. I'm not the type of girl that you can just come and hop in my DMs and I'm going to give you my number or then I'm going to give you
So
conversation.
consistency.
Yeah,
That's the bare
consistency.
minimum.
If you see me in person, you know what I'm saying, come up and talk to me. Conversation is a big thing for me, but I don't want to just I'm not going to let you come over my house. I'm not coming over your house. You got to get to know a motherfucker. Take me on a date. Take you know what I'm saying? And sometimes people confuse dating with like bars and meet me at lava or that's not a
And this
date.
is why we gotta get into this because people see you every day. Oh man, she's just a lava girl. She's just a honest girl. People need to know that it's more to you than just a strip club, man.
Right.
You got a personality.
Right.
You got way more often than what people see. I tell you that all the time, promise.
Absolutely. Thank
So
you.
let's get into it. Minimum. What do you consider second base? What do you consider some things that okay, we getting there. That's a little it's major. You doing major things, not bossed up yet. You ain't showing me too crazy, but you doing some major things in my life. What do you consider major?
Home run. I mean, wait, you said it. Not
Second
home run.
base,
Second
middle,
base.
like okay,
Second base paying bills at least.
okay, yeah, okay. So first thing, if you want to talk to promise or get to know her, you gotta be consistent.
Right.
Gotta have the consistency, the effort. You gotta show the effort. People don't know how serious effort is these days. Social media just made people for real lax. People get bored with women. We could talk to multiple women quicker than we could back in the day.
Right.
So okay, let's get back into it. So minimum is consistency.
Yeah.
Uh,
Number one is flowers, dates,
yeah,
consistency,
consistency, chocolates,
talking.
text
Yeah.
messages, good
Those
morning
are the nice
texts,
gestures that a woman would want. You know,
random door dashes. Come
yes,
on,
those
man,
are nice. Those
feed
are
the
small,
woman.
nice things. You know
For
what I'm
sure, for
saying?
sure.
Second base, I would say maybe pay a bitch bills, get her hair done, buy her something nice. Like bitches like gifts. I'm not gonna get on this podcast and be like, you don't have to buy me anything. It's okay. That
Keep it
shit's
real.
cap. You know what I'm
Keep it real.
saying?
Yeah.
Bitches want for a guy to treat them with women. Well, like for a guy to treat them as such. Like, a nice gesture is gift giving, because 9 times out of 10, a woman is fucking, cooking, cleaning, doing so much and they are receiving so little. And I just think that that's unfair. Like when you weigh the scale, it's just not okay.
So
But I would say that for a second. Third, I don't know. It's just kind of just
promise. What do you consider bossed up?
bossed up. I would say investing into your woman. Maybe so. Because I kind of categorize the gift giving more so in second base. I would say third base would be investing, but you could flip the two. You know what I'm saying? Because some bitches may want to be invested in more so than they would for somebody to get them something or pay them for something. Like a bitch like me, I can pay my own bills. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't get me wrong. If a nigga give me some money for my bills, I could use that for something else. So it just kind of all correlates with how you handle your own
I love
business.
it. Okay, so want to get into just one trivia topic. Nothing with you, but just something that I kind of want you to speak on because I love the answers that you're giving me, and I feel like we're gonna go viral. So, so a lot of people have different definitions and different opinions about flying women out. So, I want to know, uh, do you feel like if a man flies a woman out, is he guaranteed to have sex?
Okay, this is a crazy question because I've been asked this question before. Okay, so this is how I feel about it. I feel like if you if a man flies a woman out, 9 times out of 10, a man is going to want to sleep with the woman. That's just what women need to understand. Period, point blank, bottom line. They're going to want to fuck you 9 times out of 10. You're going to get a small percentage of men who just really want to fly you out and take you out and show you a good time and get nothing in return. Like the percentage is super small. So I feel like as a woman, if you're going to fly out with a nigga, you might as well plan on fucking him because that's what they're gonna want. They're gonna give you a hard time if you don't. If you don't want it, you feel like y'all not on that level, then don't go. I'm not going out of town with a nigga that I don't want to fuck anyways. If we gonna go out of town and we're gonna fly out, we might as well. So why would I even take, the time out of my day or week, month to go all the way across the country with you for us not to be intimate with one another? I just think that that's um pretty pointless, but I do think that sometimes women are deserving of nice trips without having to give someone
For
something in
sure.
return. You know what I'm saying?
Good time,
Yeah,
anniversary is just
exactly. But men usually want that. So just don't even, I feel like ladies shouldn't even set themselves up. Do I think a man is wrong? No, I feel like men are visual, they're sexual. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they are. So I mean, I feel like that women need to understand that so they just don't always feel like, yeah, he flew me out. I thought I was supposed to fuck him. Well, duh, we know this. You know what I'm saying? Why even play around? Just don't go.
I'm glad you really elaborated that because
Yeah.
people should go. People don't say what needs to be said sometimes.
All right.
One more topic that I want to get into it with before we get to the questionnaire. Krishan, I look into a lot of Krishan and Blueface news. Um, if you were in a Krishan Rock situation,
Hmm.
um, how would you change the narrative that they have going on? And what's your overall opinion on just the way that Blueface handles his business?
You know, it's crazy. I'm one of the very few people who probably do not follow what they got going on.
You know,
No, I just recently kind of paid attention because one of my close friends, she talks about him. But from my outlook, from what I've seen, the small majority of it, I would feel like that Krishan should just move on. You know, you don't got to deal with somebody treating you less than that
and
you
this
were
is for
just
women
doing.
that's going through the same exact situation,
Right.
baby daddy problems, and just love
Yeah.
triangles.
Leave, boss up on that nigga, move around. Like she has a big enough platform, I feel like, so she can move around and do her and still make her some money. She don't need him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she
So
might love him, she might want to be with him, but it's not best for her. So I think that she should just say fuck him. I do think that she's a beautiful girl, and I do think that she's a little misguided, and I feel like that she's a little crazy, you know, but we don't really know her background, her
we
story,
don't.
and what goes on
We just
behind.
going off what we see.
Exactly. So I'm not gonna just down and shame her like most people be like, she's stupid, she's out, she young and just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, for
So
sure. Um, has Promise ever been involved in a love triangle?
no, actually I haven't, but the public may thought that I was.
Let's get right into it. So
This is
we
funny.
open our inbox to the fans. Follow us at the Scamly Podcast. We did an anonymous DM post, and a lot of people sent in a lot of questions. A lot of people want to know a lot of things. So I'm gonna just give you the phone. And
Oh my god, y'all, this crazy because I don't even know what the fuck these people ask.
so we went over a few, nothing too crazy off camera, but we gonna get your honest opinion,
Okay.
and we locked in. Promise, whatever you see, we gotta answer it.
Okay.
If you don't like the question, you don't gotta answer it, but at least let them know what was asked, even if you don't want to answer it. And yeah, so we're gonna go from the beginning. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, no, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start from yesterday. So just go from bottom to up and let us know.
Okay.
You have the floor.
Okay. The first question says, do you have any piercings? Yes, I have a nose ring. I have a dermal in my face. Nobody knows because the jewelry is off of it, so
And
you
one
can
thing,
see it.
feel free if you feel like you really just gotta like let these people know. Feel free to look right in the camera, and let them know.
Okay. So no, I don't have any. I mean, I do have piercings. Used to have a belly ring. Don't have one anymore. Okay. Who are you trying to get together with? Nobody. Niggas better be trying to get together with me. Why would I be trying to get together with a nigga? Y'all crazy. Okay. Do you give head? Yeah. Don't really like to. Don't really care to. I will though, just because it's just what goes on. um, what happened to you in Tropic? Um, Me and Tropic are still friends. You know, that's one of my best friends. We are like any other friend group or, you know, friendship or best friendship. We might fall out sometimes. We might have disagreements sometimes. We're so much alike and we're so different. So, you know, we don't always agree and sometimes we do agree. You know, it's just I don't know. Like I talked to her earlier today. We don't follow each other on Instagram though, and I'm not adding her back. So if that's what y'all checking off of, they don't even follow each other.
Right, yeah.
I ain't adding that bitch
People
back.
crazy.
Yes. Somebody said, hey. Hey, that's not a question, but hey. Um, why do you think everybody hates you? I don't think anyone hates me. I actually think that I get a lot of love. Um, I do feel like I have a lot of haters, and I do feel like a lot of people have hated me in reference to situations that may have not had anything to do with me or, me standing firm or behind people that I care about. But I don't think that everyone hates me.
Nah, let me elaborate on that question
Okay.
because I might be able to formulate it a little better. What is the one thing that people get wrong about you? That people think is right, but they really get wrong about you?
A lot of people think that I'm mean, I'm stuck up, I'm a bitch. And I'm not. I'm
And
really
it is the total opposite.
one of the most down to earth motherfuckers you gonna come across. Um, why did you get your body done so many times you were colder before surgery? Um, that's funny because a lot of people say that they like my body before surgery, but it's because I was in the industry and that's, something that I always wanted to do. I've been wanting surgery. But I appreciate you saying I was colder before I like that because a lot of people be like, she thinks she's cold because her body done. I've been that. So I
Been
actually like the
been that
question.
still that.
Been that still that. Um, why you and Bria be fighting over niggas? Man, me and Bria ain't never had a nigga issue. Like ever. She's one of my friends that I've never had any mix
Shout
ups.
out to the homie Bria.
Yeah, we ain't never had no mix up about no niggas. Ever. We done fell out, but we ain't never fell out about no hoes. They said that Bria really take your nigga. What nigga?
Yeah, so they want
Man. No, we've never had any issues when it came to a nigga. They said you're so pretty, but why are you so insecure about yourself? I'm not insecure about myself. Just because a woman invests in herself, that's not based around insecurity. Why can't we just, put money into ourselves and enhance, without it being linked to insecure?
that's another thing too. I feel like our society is just so social media, so internet. People think that people do things to please other people, but genuinely, people just do stuff because maybe they just want to look in the mirror and just say, "Damn, like I did that."
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely.
again, too, one more thing too. Always looking at investment like you put money into yourself. You are a brand. You treat yourself like a brand. You build your brand.
Absolutely. That's what it is. I'm happy you popped back out, but I thought you was pregnant. No, I was never pregnant. I've actually been on a very, very long celibacy, so I don't know where pregnant would have came from.
Now look, we gotta ask the juicy question: have you ever been pregnant before?
No. I haven't.
Okay.
They said I could have sworn Lil E was your man's. Man, can I show these questions? Like,
Go ahead.
listen. No. Like, what the fuck? He has a baby by one of my older cousins. You so hard. Thank you. I love you. I love you too. Are you single? Uh, nah. I'm single, but I have a friend. Why did you get jumped? Cause I don't know.
Now, question: we gotta elaborate. How many times have you been jumped before?
A lot of times.
So, what's the wildest fight you ever had? And if you could name who is your favorite go to fighting partner? Which one of your
Um,
friends you feel like always gonna be TTG?
Bria. Me and Bria get back to back and whoop bitches together. We done shut down club. We gon' we gon' bump. That's my bitch when it come to bumping. Like, and she's gonna make sure I'm straight and I'm gonna make sure she's straight. Like, that's probably my favorite person to fight with. Like, I done been into my most fights with Bria. Like, just us two deep. We gonna bump with whoever. So um but I don't know why I get jumped. Somebody said get your lick back. Which one? Cause bitches always doing some crazy shit. How can you get back cool with bitches you didn't fought? Easy. I used to say like if I gotta put my hands on you, there's nothing that we could come back from. But I'm kind of I'm more grown and I'm more mature now. So
Now, who is somebody that you love, that you cool with now that you've had like a crazy falling out with, like crazy. But today, y'all as cool as can be.
Two of my close friends, Bria and Tropic.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
Yeah,
I feel like if we can't get through things and get through things, then we was never friends in the beginning.
I agree. Are you insecure? No. Who's your worst enemy? Um, I ain't gonna name drop her, but the streets know. What's your sign? I'm a Leo. I ain't answering this question. They said, why was you into it with that girl over blank? Now y'all follow each other. Are y'all sister wives or sister wives? I've never been into it with a girl about a nigga other than my very first boyfriend, Eric. So, um, if y'all thought that I was into it with anybody about a nigga, y'all gotta be bullshitting. Bitches was mad at me. Bitches be hating me. Bitches always hate when it's me when it comes to a nigga.
Now, look, I know the question that they asked. I know who they asked it about. I got so many inquiries about you and this person. We not gonna name them, but this will kind of lead into that maybe.
Mhm.
What's the most money somebody's ever thrown on you at the club?
Or you mean I can't answer that.
Like,
I
see,
can't.
I know the club situation where you keep the sets, right? The sets is your money. What's the best set you ever had at the club?
At Onyx or just overall?
Club Onyx.
I don't know. Really don't know. I done had some crazy sets.
Now look,
I
we gotta get to a promise. So is it true? The streets want to know. And
Mhm.
somebody did ask me this in my DM. Is it true that somebody threw $5,000 on you in one setting before?
Yes, it's true.
$5,000 that's not no little money, promise. You saying that real calm. It's some people that only make $600 a week. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I was just talking to somebody real quick.
Mhm.
They make $600 a week, and you was at a club and you made five. How long was your set? About 10 minutes, 10 minutes set.
Probably like 2, 3 songs. Probably about 6, 7 minutes.
So in a 6, 7 minute setting, you made $5,000.
Mhm. No split. Pack
That's
it up.
all you.
Take it up. Go home with it. Bitches hated to
Now
see that.
look, I gotta ask one more thing too about that 5,000. A
Mhm.
lot of people was wanting to know.
Did I give the money back?
No, hold on. Let's get to a promise now. We just gonna correct this just
Mhm.
for the public. Did you keep the money or was the money given back? Because a lot of people in my DMs were saying that the money was thrown as a publicity stunt, as a promo thing. It was thrown and you gave it back. You split it with the person and speaks of. So you kept the money.
Absolutely. Do you know that that's one of the main rumors that they put on my name in the club is that the money that I used to be making, I give it back. If y'all think I'm gonna look y'all dead in the motherfucking camera. If y'all thinking y'all right mind that I'm about to let a nigga use me for promo, come in the club, throw money on me. You think I'm about to pick it up, count it out, straighten it, and hand it back to that motherfucker? Y'all gotta be out y'all rabbit ass mind. Cause I ain't never giving a nigga back Nathaniel. And if he asks for it back, come get it back in blood. No, nigga ain't never even asked me for no money back. No bullshit.
I'm glad.
The fuck?
This gonna be a great interview.
They out they fucking mind. Like, I really used to have to deal with it. They was like, she's giving that money back. Bitch, what? I done had friends of mine dance for me, dance with me with niggas. Like, you think that I'm about to pull another bitch in and let her keep some money and I'm giving my cut back? Like, no, we kept that money like every time. So just because a nigga is in the club favoring a bitch or making a bitch look good, y'all ain't gotta come with them silly ass rumors. Like, I'm not giving a nigga back nothing. I don't give a fuck. And if any nigga you don't see me around or fucking with no more, I do the moving around because y'all ask some crazy questions. Now I'm like, I don't get left, I'ma leave them.
Period.
Okay, they said, are you insecure or no? Who's your worst enemy? Already answered them. How are you and Bria best friends but be fighting each other? We'll beat your ass together. Oh shit, sorry, that was Siri, y'all. She don't even get the question.
Siri trying to understand.
Yes. I mean, okay, so like me and y'all asked probably like 5 questions about me and Bria. Me and Bria have been friends for about like 10 years. We've had some rocky times, we've had some good times. We've been there for each other when we didn't have shit. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
yep.
Um, I felt like there was a point in time in our friendship where she had done some shit to me that I didn't too much agree with. She's apologized for that. We've moved on. Um, and that's just what it is. Like we done had a heart to heart about it within the last month. We talk about the shit all the time. So if y'all want to know the current status of me and her friendship, we are not into it any longer about that old shit. We've talked about it. We've moved past it. Um, I mean, we'll beat y'all ass together. Like literally, I'm not bullshitting. Okay, so why was you and Bria beefing with blank and blank? See, this I don't be liking to answer some of these questions because bitches be trying to. I'm not giving no bitches no free promo. Like,
You ain't got to.
if you ain't my round, I'm not speaking your name on this podcast
And people
interview.
asking because they want their name to be brought up.
Exactly. I'm not doing it. Me and Bria got into so basically to go around this question. Me and Bria got into a fight maybe a month or so ago inside of one of these clubs. It was not my beef. Bria had an issue with somebody. When I walked in the club, they were jumping Bria. I immediately jump in. That's just what it's gonna be. You see your friend getting into a fight, you're gonna help, especially if they're getting jumped. I helped her. So the girls that we fought, I'm not beefing with them, but it's fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're basically asking why me and Bria were beefing with them. One of the girls that Bria has fought in that fight, they've been into it, for a little bit of time. So I mean, shit, they done fought a few times. I mean, so it was just one of them on site things. That's all it is to it. Are you scared of Bria? Why they ask so many questions about this?
I
Hell
told you.
no.
I
Fuck,
told
I ain't
you.
scared of nobody. Why would I be scared of a bitch that I've been friends with for 10 years? How tall are you? I'm 5'4". Okay. Here you go. I accidentally clicked off anyways.
No pressure. Yeah, they asked a lot of interesting questions.
Yeah, they did.
So before we get up out of here, um, what's next for Promise the Body?
Um,
And why did you like come up with that name? I mean, we know why you came up with that name, but why that name?
actually, I've always been Promised Dior since like 7th grade, 6th grade. But Tropic gave me the name Promise the Body.
Child Tropic.
Mhm.
Quick question. What would you say is I'm gonna go this way. What's a good song that you listen to? What's your favorite song right now?
I don't know. Let's go look. See what I've been
Like what is
listening
what
to.
is Promise listening to right now?
At the top is mostly Babyface Ray,
Who's your favorite artist right
Lil
now?
Baby.
You love Lil Baby. I be seeing you pop your shit in the club to Lil Baby.
I love Lil Baby so much. He just says everything that I need to hear. Like,
So,
literally.
would you say listening to Lil Baby, you kind of think like, man, I want my nigga to be turned up like that? Like, do you look at Lil Baby as somebody that you would have a relationship with? As
Like
far as a
like in an
man,
intimate
do
way
you
with.
like men? Do you like trappers, scammers, or do you like a civilian man, 9 to 5 worker, lawyer, doctor?
You wanna know? I don't know what the fuck I like. I done had trial and error with niggas who make money in totally different lanes and revenue. So I really don't know. I just like whoever is nice to me and treats me like the type of girl that I should be treated. But when I do look at Lil Baby, like, I mean, he would be an ideal nigga, for the image and for our age. But I mean, I don't really care too much about it. Like, I like the shit that he say. I like that he put that shit on. He just hard. Like, you just walking
So,
on beats.
if are you a fan of one night stands?
No,
Have you ever had a one night stand?
no.
Okay. Um, if Lil Baby was to contact you today, if he DM'd you right now, and say, "Hey, Promise, want to fly you out to Miami and just spend the night with you and just, I love what I see," would you, if Lil Baby contacts you today, would you fly out with Lil Baby today?
No, because I know that he probably just want to fuck me. It's not like he's trying to pursue me for a relationship.
So,
Yeah.
let them know where they can follow you at, baby.
Promise Dior. I'm only on Instagram. I do want to start using TikTok, but I don't. I made one. And my TikTok name is Promise the Body, but Promise to you on Instagram for the moment, for the time being.
Now, I promise.
Yes.
Gotta ask you this on camera. It's a good question.
Okay, go ahead. I gotta fix my lip gloss.
Go ahead. What's your favorite position?
Nobody will believe me. Probably missionary.
I had a feeling you wasn't gonna say from the. I had a feeling. Because every time people see Promise the Body and they just like, man, I know them ass shots crazy.
Yeah.
But men don't know that you very sensual. So you a kisser.
Yes, I'm a big kisser.
You a big kisser. You like the soft things. You like to be held,
Yes.
caressed.
Don't don't tell me bend over. Who the what?
You know what I'm saying? Too pretty to be fucked from the back.
Hello.
Period. So we went through a lot today, and I feel like people are definitely gonna let us interview. And I appreciate you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you for having me.
We got a lot to do in the future with the merch and stuff like that. So
yes. Be on the lookout, and I'll be on the lookout.
It's another episode of the Scamly.
Yes.
We out.
Bye.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. That was fun. Why was they asking some crazy, stupid shit?
Yeah, they crazy.
They said, "How tall are you?"
All right, so look, I'm gonna do this little clip.